Matt, you got your radio, brother?
I want to send my deepest condolences to Dayon and the Golden State Warriors, their organization, their family, and his family. Just, it saddens us, saddens me, that at such a young age, someone's lost their life in that way. So I just want to send our condolences.
With this being the halfway mark of the season, what would be your overall assessment of the team, what you guys are doing really well, and what you want to see through the rest of the way?
Well, there's been some ups and downs, obviously, with the injuries and the guys in and out of lineup, but the assessment is for overall what we've done on a consistent basis. I think our effort and our energy has been there on a nightly basis. Our playing together has been something that we've watched and looked at, and our guys are understanding what we need from them. The defense has stayed consistent even in the games that we've played teams that are higher level scoring groups, and then just our ability to share the basketball. I think we've hit home in a lot of those areas, so the concepts of what we've been teaching and our coaches are doing a fantastic job of that has been great.
Twice on this road trip, you've held the opponent to under 100 points. I realize that the final score doesn't tell the whole story, but when you hold a team under 100, especially in today's NBA, is that kind of a good measuring stick to assess where your defense is?
No, I think so, and our guys continue to understand that defense travels. Whether we're making shots or missing shots, it should not impact the way in which we play with energy, we play with effort, that we cover for each other defensively, we protect the rim, we rebound the basketball, and then we get out and run. But it all starts with the defensive end of the floor.
Coming up on the midpoint of the season, you said there's been a lot of ups and downs. We're obviously on the last game of road trip. What do you have to say about the team's resiliency and ability to kind of weather that storm to still be in the hunt where they're at?
Well, I think the group is that. They come together, they communicate with one another. Again, they're going to fight till that final horn goes off, no matter what's going on. And then to Josh's point, we're just going to have to continue to defend at the high clip that we have been, because we're seeing some high offensive teams, but we've got to continue to hang our hat on the defensive end of the floor.
How do you find the balance between Goga and Wendell now that he's back and healthy and Mo?
Well, that's the great part about those three is that the level in which they want the next man to be better, they want the next man to be successful. So whoever it goes for in that moment, these guys are going to root for, they're going to encourage them, they're going to talk to them about what's going on in the game. So it'll just change different lineups, different nights, different looks. But again, it's a group of guys that will just continue to find a way to encourage each other no matter what's happening.
Coach, with Trae Young being just a primary source for your opposing offense. Sorry, I can't get the words out today. But point being though, DeJounte's played really well in those two matchups with you guys because Trae is the primary focus though. What are some changes that you kind of want to see from the guys in terms of guarding him and kind of getting him off the line?
Well, that's the great part about that group is that, you put a lot of focus on Trae, and then, you're having closeouts to DeJounte, so who's able to get downhill, get to that mid-range game. I'm knocking some threes down as well. So I think just a heightened focus. And once the Trae gets off the ball, those closeouts have to be a little bit more focused and intentional. Where you're sending him, how he's getting to it. When you get in the pick and roll, whether you decide to go over or under, you got to be intentional of how you contest his shot with rear view challenges without fouling. But just making it just as tough as you make it on Trae, you have to make it on him.
Do you plan on starting this the same way?
I do, yes.
With
John.
Coach, regarding today's tragic news, Goga played for him for 2 years overseas. I didn't know if you've been able to talk to Goga and kind of how's he doing?
I'm going to go check with him after this. We had a little bus situation, so I'm going to go check with him after this. But again, it puts it all in perspective. We talk about the game of basketball, being able to bring people together and do certain things, travel all over the world. But this is a man that, impacted the organization, impacted the people that have played for him, and just, and his family. Words cannot express how hard that is when we talk about the game of basketball. Just realizing that this is a man that's now there's, with kids without their father. And so I think just, again, I deepest condolences and heartfelt prayers to his family and that organization.
Anybody else? All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.